Alright, thank you for joining me. Continuing on our adventures in Glenumbra, we are about to dive into a public dungeon. Bad Man's Hollows. Down here? Viciously absent of people that want me to die.
What a beautiful day. Welcome to the Harvest Festival. Is this your first visit to Badman's Hollows?
Bad Man's Hollows?
The Badman is one of the old gods, the source of all strife and the god of crop failure. According to local tradition, appeasing him will ensure a good harvest. Superstitious nonsense, but an excellent excuse for a festival.
How do you appease the bad man?
First, we gather baskets of fresh apples and bags of hardy grain. Then we burn them on the sacrificial altar in his honor. After that comes the feast. Help us gather the offering, and I'll see that you get a seat of honor.
Right, sounds like a fair trade.
May our humble offerings bring Sheor's mercy upon us. Then we feast.
Do you really believe that this offering will bring a good harvest?
Like I said before, it's probably just superstition. But as my great uncle Nicodemus used to say, it couldn't hurt.
Do you always let strangers participate in the festival?
We're a friendly folk here in the Hollows. We share our traditions with all who would respect them. And it's always nice to see a fresh face at the table.
Are you setting me up? Feel like you're setting me up. Yeah, but I'll grab some of the materials that are out and about.
Quality material makes for quality goods.
Speak very slowly.
Brothers and sisters, the newcomer has made an offering to the Badman. Join with me in celebration. Badman, stern hand of the harvest, master of blight and plenty, accept this gift. Feed and grow stronger.
May his hunger never be sated. May his roots grow ever deeper.
Well done. As a final step, you must scatter dirt on the fire.
Why dirt?
According to the legend, just as our crops feed on the soil of the Hollows, so too will the Badman feed. Also, it's a tradition. Humor us.
I knew it. Okay. Insane sacrifice. Oh no.
You're not one of them. Please, you must help me.
What is going on and where am I?
Help me get free of these roots. Then I'll explain everything.
What do I do?
The dead shock over there. I killed it before these roots grabbed me. Cut out its fire gland, then use it to burn away these roots. Hurry.
Okay.
Lucky you came along when you did. We've got a lot of work to do.
I was at the Harvest Festival. How did I get here?
That was no harvest festival. Those people are Daedra worshippers, and we're in terrible danger. We need to get out of these tunnels.
Is there a way out of here?
We're directly beneath the tree. Except it's not a tree. It's a minor Daedric lord. The tree's roots are the key. He channels dark energy through them to keep this pocket of oblivion from collapsing upon itself. Destroying the roots will hurt him.
How can I destroy the roots?
The same way you freed me. Use shock glands to burn the roots in these caverns. That should weaken him. I'll work on planning our escape. Once you've burned the roots, come and find me.
The only thing is that I have a few more questions.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
Who are you?
Eveline. I was part of a circle of mages testing the boundaries of conjuration. I'd say we were wildly successful. Mortal terror notwithstanding.
What did you summon?
A minor Daedric lord. On this plane, it manifests itself as a giant tree at the center of the Hallows.
Is this all the work of the bad man?
No, this wasn't the work of any Breton god. The being we're dealing with is a Dremora lord. It adopted the guise of the bad man to lure the gullible into its trap.
Why exactly did you summon this thing?
The search for divine knowledge, natural curiosity, lots of reasons. Look, if we knew it would corrupt our circle, impersonate an old harvest god, and drain the souls of the living, we certainly would have reconsidered.
Where are we?
Deep beneath the roots of the tree.
But how is all of this inside a cave in Daggerfall Harbor?
We're not in Glenumbra anymore. The Hallows and these tunnels exist on another plane, a pocket realm. The more the tree grows, the larger this realm becomes. If left unchecked, it could destroy half of Glenumbra.
How did I get here?
I can only assume you were sacrificed. I don't know why you weren't immediately consumed. The souls of the living are like meat and bread to this thing.
Because apparently I don't have a soul.
I think this one was a ruckus.
Any more?
I need some tea.
Sorry, Xander.
Ugh! Dirt fungus.
You there. You don't look like an... Fascinating. The roots do not consume you. Well, that may prove useful.
And you are?
The name is Finbeer. I was part of the circle of mages that summoned the Dremora Lord, now posing as the bad man. I can help keep his power in check, but I'll need your help.
What do you need?
The Dremora killed many of my circle. Their undead bones wander these tunnels, clutching the gems we used in the ceremony. Bring me some of them. If the Dremora is banished, I can use them to prevent him from ever returning to this realm.
Okay, consider it done. Not the horrors.
We can use this.
Well, is it done?
Here are the gems you're wanting?
Well done. Once banished, the Dremora will never be able to return to Nirn. Thank you for your assistance. I hope this ritual will somehow make amends for my part in this whole sordid affair.
Your accomplishments just compound one upon the other.
I'll be sure the ritual goes properly next time.
Or don't do it at all? My suggestion?
Time for tea, then.
I think... Complete bloat gut. You have to go there.
Well, you got his attention. I can feel his energy shifting.
I hope
He's
so.
angry.
Well, I hope so. I've been burning his roots.
You've definitely got his attention. Now we need to take the fight to him. Here are the shocklands I collected. We need to find a way to feed them to the Dremora directly.
The curator Nicholas said that the items we burned on the altar were to feed the bad man.
Nicholas lived? Traitorous, lying bastard. He was part of our circle. If he's alive, he made a deal with the Dremora. But you may be right. The altar may be the answer. We must get you back to the Glen.
In it. I know where you want me to go, but... This way... Thought I would be...
Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
Okay, I thought he threw that skeever up in the air. Okay. Hi, guys. He has spawned back. Hey, things look different.
We were wrong! He is angry!
So much death.
What happened here?
You live? Of course. His anger came after you were consumed in flame.
The anger?
Soon after you were sacrificed, the bad man became enraged. He turned on us, rained death upon the grove. It was consumed in fire. And now you return. What did you do?
I burned the roots below using the shock glands.
Of course! That may be the only way to defeat him. Quickly now, burn the shock glands at his altar. He'll be forced to consume them, and they'll burn him from the inside out. You must hurry. It's our only chance.
You dare to oppose me?
I see you, Bella. You gotta wait. Sorry, Bella's with me. And of course, in the mid-boss fight, she's like, I gotta go, potty. Can you wrap this up?
I felt it. A shift in the plains. Is it done?
Yeah, the bad man is no more.
We should leave this place. With the Daedra banished, the glen will collapse in upon itself. Thank you for all you've done. I hope you'll have the good taste to not mention that I was involved in all this.
Right. You toppled the bad man's cult in the hollow. Achievement done.
Good find, cohort.
Alright, where am I supposed to... Okay, I'm supposed to go over this way? Alright. Oh, yay! I wandered off for a quick minute for some foods. It looks like there's a book over here. Let's go find it. Oh. Sorry, dude.
Interrupting scholarship! Laura's twitching tentacles. I'm glad that's done.
Let's see. Rejoice, peoples of Northwest Tamriel. Though the rest of Nirn is afflicted by war, madness, and Daedra, the glory and honor of the Reman Empire lives on in the Daggerfall Covenant. Remain true to the primacy of trade, the principles of freedom, and worship of the divines. In the face of a world of enemies, we trade the powers of the Iliac Bay, have formed a powerful alliance. High Rock, Hammerfell, and Orsinium stand as one, united under the rule of the High King and Way Rest. Orc, Breton craftsmanship make the alliance an economic powerhouse, and the military strength of the Orcs and Redguards make us a force to be reckoned with. Our kings join our people in longing for the return of the Tamrielic Empire, along with the economic prosperity that goes with it. There is only one way to make sure the right empire rules once more from the imperial city. We must attend to it ourselves. The current so-called Empire of Cyrodiil is a sham, a twisted mockery of Reman's glorious Second Empire. The charlatans who sit on the ruby throne openly mock the divines and court the lords of oblivion, the enemies of man. Even the once promising Emperor Varen fell victim to Daedric corruption, his reforms swept away by the puppet masters of the Daedric cabal. The Daggerfall Covenant is the only true heir to the principles of the Second Empire. In the name of the divines, we must conquer Cyrodiil and restore the glory of Reman's legacy. The cancerous Daedra worship, there's a fight happening right behind us, that has corrupted Cyrodiil and threatens all of Nirn shall be cleansed from Tamriel. We shall find the Tamriel Covenant, that all kingdoms may have a seat at the Grand Council under a new imperial dynasty. Forward, soldiers of the Covenant, freedom for all peoples in the name of the divines, for a new empire and a new era of law and justice. Okay, noted. What is over here?
Quality material
This isn't
makes
what
for
I had hoped
quality
for.
goods.
Nothing like finding out that the family estate you inherited is nothing but a pile of ruins. And here I thought my life was finally taking a turn for the better.
What do you mean?
I just found out that this land belongs to me. You see, my father recently passed away. I was reading his journals and learned of this place. I wasn't sure why he kept it a secret until I got here.
What did you find out?
This place is haunted. Makes my skin crawl just getting near the damn place. There are imps everywhere, and the whispers, they threaten me, warn me to stay away. But this is my land now. No bodiless voice is going to make me leave.
Maybe I can find out what's going on?
A Baelborn always pays for services rendered. This place might look like a ruin to you, but it's a part of my family. It's all I have left.
Where should I begin?
Search the ruins. See if you can find a ghost wandering around, or wailing, or rattling chains, or doing whatever ghosts do. Do you think I should hire a priest to perform some kind of ritual? Owning a haunted estate is all rather new to me.
Well, I can handle it, but why didn't you send your guards in?
Damn ghost won't let them in. Why else would I be standing out here?
Do you know what the spirit wants?
That's like asking me why my father Maurice was such a bastard. There are things we aren't meant to know. When the voice whispered to me, it said that the land was no longer mine.
Any idea what that means?
According to my father's journal, this property has belonged to my family for centuries. But Maurice was also a lying bastard whose death was long overdue. He was known for only telling half the story.
Okay. Based on the fact that you have imps here, I don't think it's just haunted.
Hand in hand, we snuck through the gardens and sat on a bench beneath the moon. The way he looked at me sent shivers down my spine. Our love is forbidden. Still, we care for each other deeply. He plans to tell his parents of our love soon.
I've returned, my love. I missed you so much.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the end of that story. All right. That collapsed.
Maurice, what is this? It's beautiful.
My mother's necklace. She gave it to me. Told me to give it to the woman who would become my wife.
Is this what I think it means? Oh, Maurice, this is the happiest day of my life.
Well, he didn't seem like such a bastard. Like a half-decent man.
Hostilities ended. Now to relax.
I didn't steal your necklace, my lady. I swear to you. Your son gave it to me. Maurice, please tell her.
Silence! My son would never give my necklace to a lowly serving girl. I don't know which is worse, your lies or your thieving fingers.
Maurice, please. Tell her of our love. The time we've spent together. Why won't you say anything?
I'm sure she didn't mean to steal it. She's been working awfully hard. Perhaps exhaustion.
Enough! I'll hear no more excuses. Punish her with the whip, and then lock her in the tower.
Oh, Maurice. Maurice. You big old jerk. Up here?
Refreshing. Take it in. An opportunity for learning.
I never told Maurice I was waiting to surprise him after the family accepted our love and blessed our union, but that never happened. And Maurice never found out about our baby. Now he'll never know. I can't believe what a coward he turned out to be. He couldn't stand up to his mother, not even to save the life of the woman he said he loved. Instead, he didn't say a word and left me in this tower to rot. I never should have trusted a Baelborn. I thought about calling the guards and telling them the truth, but I don't want my child to grow up to be a Baelborn. I won't allow that. I'm dying. I pray to any who hear my plea. I don't expect an answer, but I want our deaths to be avenged. Somehow, some way, I'll make the Baelborns pay. My lady. Hop over here and just acknowledge that we walked up to this. Okay. A little bit of lag. A little bit of lag. Wiggle in between the imps. We wiggled between the imps. Could you imagine taking a mission for somebody
Someday
and
you'll
you're
make
coming
something
back like he
surprising
sees
with
you
that.
walking up to him and then you run past to go get the ore?
That wasn't such a good idea. It wasn't necessarily a bad idea, but it was most definitely not a good idea.
What happened to you?
After you entered the ruins without any trouble, and I'm not counting the imps, mind you, I assumed that the spirit had fallen asleep or something. Anyway, as we stepped inside, we were hit with a wave of incredible force. It hurt a lot.
The spirit belongs to a woman who died here after your father mistreated her.
Great. Just great. If you shake my family tree, my father wouldn't be the only bastard to fall out of it. But he might be the worst. We have to reason with this spirit. Show her that I'm not the one who wronged her, and I don't deserve her wrath.
Maybe you should just leave her in peace?
What? Why would I do that? That's a foolish idea. A Baelborn never abandons his property. We need to get rid of her, explain our side. But I'm not really sure how to communicate with a spirit. Maybe you could summon her or something.
Well, okay. Well, how do you suggest I do that?
Damn, I don't know. Head back to Daggerfall. The Mages Guild there has a library. They must have a book or a scroll or something that has the information we need.
Alright. Okay. So funny. I was just in the Mages Guild too for another quest altogether.
What?
Dellen's mill used to grow the sweetest berries in the spring. I wonder where we'll get them from now.
Honestly, why fight a foe up close when you can roast them from afar? Some people call it cowardice. Me? I call it good sense.
I happen to agree with you. Do you have a book on how to summon spirits?
I do hope you're not dabbling in necromancy. That magic always causes more harm than good. But yes, we probably have what you seek. Check upstairs. That's where we keep books on the arcane arts.
Thank you.
Quality and variety. Come see for yourself.
The reality of spirits. Our world is strange, but it's also fascinating. Some people conjure fire from their fingertips, others lift large objects using just the power of their minds. It is so far-fetched to think that people infused with magicka in life could not find a way to step through the barriers of death, that they should sustain their essences and remain capable of communicating with those of us still possessed of life's sweet kiss. Yet my studies indicate that as life fades from our bodies upon death, so too should the magica depart with our last breath. But we know spirits exist. I've personally encountered more than one haunting stare through the course of my research. I have seen desperate ghostly eyes full of fear and longing for help. It's almost as if some memory of life still lingered in the spirit form. What if we can communicate with these spirits? What if we can call them to ask them why they still haunt a house or a gravesite or a battlefield? I believe I might have found a way to speak to those who have passed on. Perhaps we can finally learn if the dead are truly dead. I intend to learn these secrets. I intend to speak to the spirit and discover what that spirit truly is. Watch for my next book on the subject, Life After Death, Incredible Secrets Revealed.
A collection of foolish thoughts, that. All to sell more books. Don't expect to find much truth in a tome such as that.
Oh, okay.
Summoning spirits can be dangerous work. I heard about you. About how you entered the ruins of Baelborn Tower. You must not undo the sacrifices that have already been made. My master sent me to give you advice and guide you to the right decision.
Oh, and how do you intend to do that?
By helping you accomplish what the Baelborn has requested. My master sent me to help you summon the spirit. You need to see why the Baelborn curse must not be broken.
Oh, well, why shouldn't the curse be broken?
Words are so much less effective than seeing the reality of a thing. Now think carefully before you answer my next question. I need to determine if you can truly summon the spirit of the dead. What is the spirit's name?
It's Claude.
Claudie Themond was a quiet woman. She never wanted power or riches. All she wanted was love. A family. A home to call her own. What token did the one she loved give to her? What was the gift that would prove to be her undoing?
A necklace.
Something so ordinary as a piece of jewelry, once promised an eternity of love. And yet it led to Claudie's untimely death. My final question. What drove Claudie to act as she did?
Well, that one's a hard question. Love or revenge? Love of her child, but it could be considered revenge.
Yes, revenge. She hated the Baelborns. Wanted to destroy them more than anything. Except saving her child. The deal she made, you'll see. I'll take those items. Go on to the gravesite by the Daggerfall Cathedral. We will send Claudie there.
Okay. Is that the sun?
No charge to have a look. Use a rake.
Peter's, you're right there. Psst, 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 psst. Going in the wrong direction.
What is this place? What happened to the tower? What have you done? The Baelborns hired you, didn't they? But you don't understand. You don't know what I gave up to stop them. I lost everything. I lost my baby.
Can you tell me what happened?
I fell in love with a coward. A Baelborn who couldn't disappoint his mother, even if it meant his beloved had to die. My love turned to hatred in that tower. Before the end, I begged and prayed for someone to help my unborn child.
And someone answered your prayers?
You have to understand. Akatosh Daedra. It didn't matter who heard me. I just wanted my baby to live.
Then what happened?
I made a bargain. Got my revenge. Saved my baby. The Baelborns deserved to lose what they loved the most. Their wealth. Their lands. I felt my child leave me. I could smell the smoke from the tower. I heard the screams. The deal had been struck.
The Baelborns are different now.
The Baelborns don't change. That family carries evil in its heart. Let them all rot. The ward and the waterfall will always keep the Baelborns away. The Master made it with his own blood.
What happens if I remove the ward?
No, you can't. The Master won't let you. My baby. What would become of him? The Master would kill him. I don't believe you would do such a thing. You know the Baleborns are evil. You know that my curse must stand.
At this very second, I'm undecided on which to do. I side with her, I think, but what about the baby? I'm going to guess that the baby is cursed. I thought that was way too easy. It was. Oh, that was really far to fall. Hey, don't actually see it, but I'll take it.
More funding for our research.
I love how Xander could care less where the money comes from as long as we just get the money.
We can use this.
I mean, there's really nothing left there for him, right? I'm just gonna take a look at the top of the waterfall. If there's a monster there, then we know that the baby was cursed. Oh, it's a danger warding zone. Alright, alright. Claudia. Oh, I hope this isn't the sun.
No! What have you done? The deal has been broken! My child! What will become of my child?
The mage crafter's trick of lining a piece of armor with sapphires would be humorous folly, if it wasn't so demonstrably effective. Why sapphires? What is it about that gem that focuses the etheric zephyrs?
Jeez. Where did that come from, sir? That was such a random conversation.
What do you want? Do you remember anything? Where you came from? Who you are?
My head is pounding. I think my name is Stefan.
Oh, is that the sun?
I walked in here and this young man nearly fell on my head. And you? Were you successful?
The curse is broken.
Figured as much. It felt like the air shifted for a moment. When we tried to walk through the ruins, nothing stopped us this time. But as soon as we walked in here, this man fell out of the sky. We thought it was an ambush.
Oh, well, this looks like a man that I met in Daggerfall.
Really? He whispered a name or something. Siniak or Saniak, something like that. He looked confused. And then he said, Theman. Do you have any idea what all that means?
The contract was broken. This has to be Claudia's son.
He's the son of the ghost that tried to kill me? Well, that's just great. I think he's hurt. But if he wants to pick up where his ghostly mother left off...
So what are you going to do?
If I took after my father, I'd put an end to the young man. It would be the prudent thing to do. But I never liked my father. There's been enough hatred between our families. It's time things changed.
Not to mention it's your half-brother. You mentioned payment for services rendered?
Of course, of course. You've certainly been more useful than these hired hands. The Baleborns are once again on their way to the top, and I have you to thank for that. I'll always remember the small part you played to make this happen.
I feel free. It's as though a burden has been lifted from me. A burden I didn't know I carried. Whatever you did, it feels right. When my memory returns, I'll find you and thank you properly for this.
So whatever Daedric god answered her call, he, servitude to her son. Claudia's journal. Either this appeared after I freed, or it was always here and I missed it. I'm not sure which. I can't help but feel that my Lord Maurice is interested in me for more than my duties as a servant. He glanced at me several times these past weeks as I brought dinner to the table or poured the wine. He just smiles and looks into my eyes, like I'm an equal, not as if I were a young woman merely there to refill his flagon or clear away the dirty dishes, but as someone he might actually be interested in. I don't know what to think of it. I'm probably just imagining it, dreaming about what life would be like if I didn't have to serve and clean every day. It's a dream, but I hope that it comes true. Can't I? I wasn't imagining things. Tonight in the hallway, Lord Maurice pulled me aside. He asked if I was married, if I had a family. Speechless would be a good word for my reaction. He's so... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind? Different? His father and mother beat me repeatedly for simple transgressions, but their son isn't like that. He's so nice. I'm still having a difficult time believing it. He wants to see me again, alone. I'm not sure what to think about all this. Lord Maurice came to me again, and he said he wanted to tell me something. He took my hand and led me off into the night. Hand in hand, we snuck through the gardens and sat on a bench beneath the moons. The way he looks at me sent shivers down my spine. Our love is forbidden. A rich noble like him and me, a simple servant? Still, we care deeply for each other. He plans to tell his parents of our love soon. Hope that goes well. It doesn't.
I'll rebuild this manor, but not for my father's sake. I think he and my grandmother caused enough trouble here. The new Baleborn manor will be different. It won't be a name to fear anymore. It will be a name to love.
Alright, good luck with that. Alright, reward system. One of the things that told me that the deal was probably a Daedric deal was the imps, because they only show up for Daedrics. Ow! Andrew, you got that? Kobush.
Please, we're dealing with serious matters here. The Guardians are in desperate need of our aid, and any interruption can have dire consequences.
Where was Helene sent me to you?
Oh, my apologies. You must be the stranger who helped my sisters at Dellin's Mill. I'm honored to meet you. I can't talk long. As you know, things are not well in our woods. The Guardians have gone silent, and this corruption spreads.
Who are the Guardians?
They're elemental spirits. They used to guide us, but now, nothing. And just when we need them the most, There's an old rite to contact them that might work, but it's too dangerous for me or my sisters to perform.
Oh, well, in that case, I would love to perform the rite for you.
I don't know. You're not one of us. But we have to try something, I suppose. See the lurchers out there. Gather their limbs. That's the dangerous part. Then burn the limbs at the altar atop the nearby ruins. If it works, a guardian should appear.
All right, I'll go do that.
If you're able to speak to the elemental spirit, find me at the Vale of the Guardians. It's north of this location. I'll wait for you there. And please hurry. We need the wisdom and guidance of the Guardians now more than ever.
What's a lurcher?
They are abominations of the Bloodthorns. The lurchers were Spriggans once, until the cultists twisted and corrupted them. That's what the Bloodthorns do. We must stop them.
Tell me more about the Guardians?
If you must know, the Guardians are the Elnefey. They've been a part of the land since the dawn of Tamriel. The Guardians have been with us since we first found the Weird Tree. They protect the land and guide us in our duties.
Another chance at perfection.
Mora's twitching tentacles. I'm glad that's done.
Listen, because it makes really good stuffs. Here.
Greetings, child. We have been waiting for someone to summon us. Angoth the Gravesinger has imprisoned us, and we are cut off from the Weird. You must set the Guardians free.
How do I set you free?
Have mortals so soon forgotten the old ways? Surely the Weirises remember the Standing Stones. First, the stones must be cleansed of Angoth's dark influence. Protect the Weird while they destroy the corruption binding the stones.
Will destroying the corruption set you free?
No, but cleansing the stones should loosen Angoth's grip. Tell Weiris Elena about the corruption. She will know what must be done. Our time grows short, mortal. Free us before Angoth's corruption takes hold.
Who is Angoth?
He is a tremor in the land, a poison in the water. He is a whisper, a shadow, a chill wind. He is Gravesinger and Reach Mage, Necromancer and Corruptor.
Gravesinger?
Death and decay are his domains. Angoth binds us and seeks to make us part of him.
I didn't mean to rush you, but Gravesinger, that sounds bad.
Gravesingers are necromancers that seek power over life and death. They seek to control the realms we would nurture and protect. They call upon the Daedra who hide in darkness to aid them in their efforts.
And what's a reach mage?
Far from here, where the earth and sky grow cold, lies the chill of the Reach. Daedra worshippers live there, mocking the Aedra, the Elnafey. They call themselves Reachmen, and their mages pollute the land with dark magic.
Can you tell me more about the Guardians?
We are the echoes of old voices, remnants of a time long ago. Still, a few of us remain. We were the Ifrei, then we became the Elnafey, the Earthbones. We nurture the land and guide the weird. They call us Guardians.
What is the Bloodthorn cult?
They are a pestilence. They serve the corruption that binds us, the one called Angoff, the Gravesinger. The cult spreads his decay, planting his blighted seeds to pollute the natural world. They prepare a path for Angoff's true master, Molag Bal.
Molag Bal. This way.
I heard a whisper echo through the forest. Was it the Guardians? Did they talk to you?
Yes, they're unfortunately in prison. The Guardian said we need to cleanse the standing stones.
Imprisoned? Our enemy is that powerful. We will do whatever we can to help. The Guardians must be set free. What must we do? Without the aid of the Guardians, we can't regain control of our weird tree.
The Guardian said the standing stones must be cleansed. Send your weird there.
4 of my sisters have gone north to cleanse the stones, but they need protection. Corrupted creatures attack them before they can destroy the foul vines that choke the stones. You must go and help them.
Destroying the vines is only the first step. The Guardian said you know what else to do.
Of course! The standing stones! I should have realized! Take my amulet and protect the weird. When they're done, weaken a lurcher and use the amulet to control it. Bring the controlled lurcher to the standing stones on the hill. We'll do the rest.
Okay, I'll go protect the weirdnesses.
Meet us at the ritual site, and don't forget the lurcher.
Bye. Merchant.
I have a long walkabout ahead of me, Wayfarer. Make your purchases quickly so I may be on my way.
Well, I was actually...
Palatable. Delicious. Perhaps scrumptious.
Hey, I would have thought you would have been really excited about that recipe because it's tea. You love tea.
Good find, cohort.
See these vines? Corruption runs through them and they choke the sacred stone. Soon, they will tap into the stone's magic and defile it completely. If you will help me, I can destroy these foul vines.
Sure, I'll keep you safe. Just destroy those vines.
Your confidence is inspiring. Thanks for that. Now prepare yourself. The vine's protectors will be on us as soon as I cast my spell.
Your fate is sealed.
Stay alert. I'm not done yet. Destroyed. I'll meet you at the ritual site once I've rested for a minute.
Weir Selena told me you would come. I hope this works. Please don't let anything happen to me while I destroy these vines.
Make sure you have the time you need to destroy the vines.
You know, when you say it like that, I almost believe it. Let's do this thing. I need more time. We've done it. Let me catch my breath and I'll head to the ritual site.
Another chance at perfection.
Corruption radiates from this thing. I can feel it worming into my soul. The corruption spreads outward, altering or killing all the forest creatures. We have to destroy it.
I'm here to protect you. Are you ready?
Then keep me safe while I destroy this damn thing.
Okie dokie.
I'm almost finished. Keep them off a little longer.
More of mini tentacles.
We've destroyed it. Give me a minute and I'll meet you at the ritual site.
Actually, really quick, since we're kind of close to it. I go unlock this waystone over here in case I have to teleport to this city after we finish the quest.
I loathe these vines. They reek of death and corruption. But every time I try to deal with them, I'm attacked by cultists or corrupted creatures.
I'll keep you safe. Go destroy those vines.
I wish I had your confidence. I mean, I know what to do. And now you're here, right? Oh, what am I so worried about? Consider those damn vines destroyed! Faster! I need to go faster! Be ready for another attack! It's finally gone! I need a minute to catch my breath, and then I'll meet you at the ritual site.
And while I was helping her, okay. Let's say while we were talking to her in that screen, I saw the runestone behind her. Alright. We gotta go capture a lurker. Go now. Where are we? Okay. This big guy. He's just gliding. I love it. Alright.
By my blood, the corruption is washed away. The sacrifice has made this holy place pure again. We can begin the ritual whenever you are ready. That poor Spriggan spirit is finally free. It is a lurcher no more. Through its blood, we have cleansed this site. Everything is ready.
Alright, it's time to set the elemental guardians free.
I agree. They've been imprisoned for much too long. Beldama, sisters, focus your power on the stranger. It's time to break Angolf's hold on the guardians.
At last, the chains of corruption fall away. We are free of Angolf's hold.
Angolf will pay for this insult.
Speak, champion of the Guardians. We are in your debt.
Oh. Guardians of stone, water, air.
We are free. This is how it should be.
You don't sound surprised.
We are Earth's bones. We endure. We knew someone would come to set us free. We just didn't know when it would happen, or who it would be. It seems right that you were the one. You are mortal, but also not mortal. Angolf has much to fear from you. Angolf's evil flows deeper than the wellspring of this land. This must end quickly.
How do we finish this?
There is more work for you, champion. Go to the Weir Tree and find Weirith Gwen. We protected her from Angolf's slaves, but she cannot save the Weir Tree. That task belongs to another. Go, and learn what must be done.
Alright, I'll go find her. That's fun. Alright, we will go talk to her in the next episode.
We can use this.
Real quick, I'm gonna go find what this book is before I leave you guys. Westo. Pardon me. Okay. The true nature of orcs. Orcs were born during the later days of Dawn Era. History has mislabeled them as beast folk related to the goblin races, but the orcs are actually the children of Trinimac, the strongest of the Altmiri ancestor spirits. When Trinimac was eaten by the Daedric prince Bothia and transformed in that foul god's insides, the orcs were transformed as well. The ancient name for the orcs is Orsimer, which means the pariah folk. They now follow Malok, the remains of the Trinimac. Who is Malok? He is more commonly known as the Daedric prince Malakath, whose sphere is the patronage of the spurned and ostracized, the sworn oath, and the bloody curse. He is not technically a Daedric lord, nor do the other Daedra recognize him as such, but this is fitting for his sphere. Of old he was Trinimac, the champion of the High Elven Pantheon, in some places more popular than Oriel, who protected them against enemies without and within. When Trinimac and his followers attempted to halt the Valiath descendant movement, Bethea ate him. Trinimac's body and spirit were corrupted, and he emerged as Malakath. His followers were likewise changed for the worse. Despised by everyone, especially the inviolate Uriel, they quickly fled to the northern waste near Sarthel. They fought Nords and Shimmer for a place in the world, but did not get much. In Skyrim, Malakoth is called the Orkay, or Old Knocker, and his battles with Earsmere are legendary. Directed, the vile anti-orc propaganda, though traditional, is now banned throughout Daggerfall Covenant. Administrators to it. Alright, well I guess I'm going to stop here and I'll grab this quest next from Lord Elaine. Bird's hard. Because everyone's name's got to be so difficult. Alright, thanks for keeping me company. I'll be back real soon.